Hey guys, DJ here with Next Level Coaching, back with more Solar Flare videos. And this hand we are on the draw, and we have all of our mana and 3 spells that we are very happy casting. Better than a random 6, so we're going to keep. Looks like we're playing against likely Birthing Pod. So, first turn here we have a couple different options for our land. I'm going to lead with Isolated Chapel so I can run the island into Glacial Fortress. And if we're playing against Birthing Pod, the timely reinforcements won't help so much. And we're going to need to find some things with Forbidden Alchemy. And possibly Green-Red Pod. I guess it could be the Wolf Run deck. Maybe a Red-Green Aggro variant? Okay, so we have a Mayor in play. And now we have some very interesting decisions we have to make. If Mayor flips, he starts making a bunch of 2/2s. So if we don't play anything on our turn, he flips into the 3/3. Next turn our opponent's going to have 4 mana, so he'll likely just be playing a 4-drop. So if we can play a spell this turn, not only can his Mayor not flip, but he can't play any spells unless he doesn't want it to flip, and either way it can't attack. So the play I want to take here, and I think it's the best, is I just want to run out the Snapcaster Mage. The reason being is if we had like a Day of Judgment in our hand, we wouldn't care about it flipping. But since we don't have any Wraths in our hand, we will quickly fall behind to the 2/2s that its flipped version makes. So that's what we're going to do. And now this puts him to a tough decision and gives him an opportunity to make some mistakes here. It looks like he is playing a spell. Okay. Ew. Well, this probably isn't good for us. At least we can keep them from flipping by playing a spell on our turn. Maybe he attacks with Mayor. We'll snap trade if he does. Nope. Okay, so we have the removal spell for the Ranger, or the Mayor, whichever one we want. I think the best line here is we're going to play Glacial Fortress and then main phase Forbidden Alchemy, looking for a Wrath effect, and also keeping these guys from flipping. I'm fairly certain next turn he's not going to play any spells and both of his guys are going to flip, but then we have to go for the throat for the Mayor at the very worst. So that's the line we're going to take. Be very happy to find a Wrath effect here. The Deadweight's fine because we can use it to kill both of his guys if he plays a spell on his turn, and it's better than any of these 3 lands anyways, so. No way we're attacking, so we're just going to pass here and hope he plays this spell, and then we can kill both of his guys. If he doesn't, we will have a decision. I imagine at this point he won't, though, and just he'll let both of his guys flip. If that's the case, we're going to have to kill the Mayor and just let, the Daybreak Ranger run around as a 4/4. That's not so bad. Yep, here we go. So it's a shame deadweight is not an instant. Otherwise, yeah, that would help out somewhat. But regardless, we have to kill the token generator. So here we're going to go for the throw at the Howl Pack. And then this guy's normally a 4-4, right? Yep. So we're going to have trouble with Nightfall. Maybe he decides to Arena, use its effect, and kill the Snapcaster Mage in response. So we can deadweight it. I guess that's a long shot, but probably the best chance we have. So we go for the throw at this guy, and then if he doesn't do anything, we're just going to play the Drowned Catacomb and think twice end of his turn. It's possible I could attack here, and he may block. What are the odds of that? I don't think that's very likely. Not likely enough to risk attacking. Yeah, we're actually going to attack here. Maybe he blocks. There's no reason not to. I forgot we could flip this guy back around, so we're definitely going to be casting Think Twice on our main phase here to flip it back around. Or not Think Twice, excuse me, Deadweight. And Deadweight will kill it. And for that reason, we want to get in our 2 damage with our Snapcaster before he arenas it. Okay, so we're not in as bad a shape as I thought we were in a minute ago. Mainly because we can actually kill the flipper. And for some reason, well, I guess it's going to die anyways. He still should have arenaed here at some point. So now it dies, and it looks like we've stabilized here at 20 life, which is good because as soon as we find one of our 6 drops, the game should be over. So now we have to cast a spell to keep the Daybreak Ranger from flipping. So we are going to Think Twice. Now there's an argument between playing Plains or one of our Ravnica lands. I want to play the Plains here because he may forget that we have Think Twice in our graveyard and just not play a spell hoping to flip Daybreak Ranger. And even if he does play spells, this guy's still just a 2-2. So we are going to play the Plains here and just pass. And the only time playing the Plains is worse for us is if we promptly rip a 6-drop. But at this point, being at 20 life and him having not much pressure in play, we can afford to wait a turn to cast our 6-drop. We don't need it in play next turn.